Hi everybody, Preston Johnson here with the American Masters Bowling Tour. We are at Sunny Brook Lanes in, where is it, Sterling Heights, Michigan. We just finished up our year-end tournament, had a fantastic time. We threw a really challenging shot out for the bowlers today. We did something really unique, and no matter what we do, no matter what shot we put out, what we put out today we never ever used before. And guess who won again? Yes, he did it again, folks. Mr. Mark Lobdell. Mark,
there you go, Mark. Great bowling, Mark.
Unbelievable year for you, man. Total of 10 titles, 7 this year. You know, you almost have the record, or tied the record. The most anybody's ever won is Craig Niderford with 11 titles. You had 10, and rumor has it that you let Bill Bruce win last time. No, and Bill, congratulations. I really wanted to do your interview, and I wish I had been here last week. I was out of town, but congratulations to you. I'm saying it on camera so you know that I love you, and I'm proud of you too. But tell me about today, man.
Today, Bill was
high qualifier today. In fact, I was hoping. I heard that you two were in the finals against each other last tournament, and I was kind of hoping it would happen again so I could see the rematch.
Oh, yeah.
Who was really the best? Was it a fluke for Bill, or is Lobdell really the man?
No, he was the guy to chase today.
Yeah,
he was throwing the ball great today.
But you didn't do bad. You were third high qualifier. That's probably a spare here or there.
I was grinding every one of those pins up.
Now, we did something really unique. At every year-end tournament, we do something special where we put 2 different patterns on each pair. Normally, it's a really long pattern and a short pattern. And this year, we found that USBC had some brand new patterns that we'd never used before. So we kind of tricked everybody a little bit because they thought we were going to use what we always use, but it was going to be a long and a short from something we had used over the entire season. But this year we used a long and a short that we never used before, and when people looked at it, they thought it was going to play one way, and it turned out playing entirely different. Is that what you noticed today? Or? Now you're a more experienced bowler, so you probably picked up on it. No, tell me what happened.
Well, that's what me and Bill was talking about. Here, how are we going to attack these today? You know, and when we hit the 47-footer, I thought, is the left lane the hooking lane, or is that the go long lane? And it was a challenge to figure out where you needed to be, and definitely velocity on the ball was a key today.
So how did you end up playing the left lane? Because that was the one, when I came in, everybody was like, oh my God, it's supposed to be 47 feet, but it didn't play long, and it turned out that it was low volume. Yeah. So it was long, but it was low volume.
And it was on wood, which is the most friction too.
Right.
Yeah, that was my thing. I ended up throwing one of the balls that I didn't expect to throw on the left lane, but that's what we were throwing something that would get down the lane.
Sure.
It seemed to burn up a little bit. So and then kind of played in the neighborhood of banking the ditch on the right lane.
Is that right? Is that how you played it?
So
wow, unbelievable.
But the left lane was, right deep inside, 20-25.
Okay, yeah. Because in fact, I was actually talking with the tournament director about it, and he was telling me that I guess the volume was lighter on the outside, heavy in the middle, but it was low volume. And so you would think that you would play like a long shot, but you actually played deep. That was really the actual shot, and clearly you figured it out.
Yeah. Well, it wasn't easy by any stretch.
Yeah. And then talk about the right lane. Did you have any issues with it at all?
That was my confident lane, was the right lane. I figured if I can hit this, anytime I hit the left lane, if I got a chance to double, it's going to be a bonus.
So keep the left lane clean, and then go for it.
Try to figure out what we're doing here and don't lose this one, and then, of course, we end up losing this one and hit this one, so.
And just for the record, the left lane was called the USBC Paris. It was a 47-foot, and the right lane was USBC Sydney. I guess they're doing this whole international thing. I thought it was kid's name. I thought it was Paris Hilton and Sydney somebody, Anyway, but those are 2 patterns. So if you ever encounter those I guess USBC is going to be coming out and using these getting ready to the PBA experience, and they come up with these USBC experience leagues, and so these are a couple of the patterns that they're going to be using.
Definitely challenging.
Well, at least remember when you see Paris, you know what to expect. Yeah. So tell me about qualifying. What else happened in qualifying? You and Bill were bowling on the same pair together?
Yeah, we were bowling, actually playing pretty close to the same line, actually throwing pretty similar equipment.
Okay.
So, we're kind of mirroring each other out there. And, he was. I couldn't get over 200 today except for last game, but I was in mid 190s all day. So I thought, well, I'm good, pretty pretty solid here.
So it changed then, because normally Bill is okay. What's Mark doing? Okay, I'll follow what Mark is doing. But today you were following what he was doing.
You know, so I mean, there was a couple games he had 5, 6 in a row. I'm like, wow, you know,
how'd you do with it?
Yeah, how'd you do with that one? You know? So yeah, he was definitely on the game and qualifying today. So
all right, and then you had the 2-round bye because you were in the top 4 for doing qualifying.
Yeah.
And how do you care? I mean, well, this season you've had a lot of byes with the way it's been working out with you winning so many titles and where you've been qualifying. How do you handle the byes? For me, they always drove me crazy. I'd rather be kind of low in the qualifying and keep bowling than to have that bye. I would always tighten up or lose my mental game or whatever. How do you deal with?
I always thought, you know, if you get by the first game of match play, okay, the first one's the tough one.
Yeah.
You get by the first one, you know, now you know, I'm back in the swing of things here. Then, you know, so but the byes, they're not too bad.
Yeah.
You know.
And what do you do during the byes? Do you stay warmed up, or do you grab a bite to eat and something to drink?
No, actually, just kind of, you know, watch a little bit of the matches, and I'll go down and throw 5 or 6 shots.
Just to keep loose.
Kind of just keep loose,
yeah.
That's it.
Yeah.
So I think staying loose is a big key, you know.
Yeah. Now, you went to qualifying, and I want to give a congratulations, how I'm talking too fast today, to Bob Frank, Mark Lobdell, obviously you're sitting here, Abed Daher, and our high qualified today, Mr. Bill Bruce. Qualifying, tell me about match play. How did that go for you?
Match play, the first game, I was down 3 and 4, and I played around with a couple ideas I had in qualifying down on the practice pair. Okay. And I tried a couple different things, and it kind of worked. And I made a little adjustment on the left-hand lane, which I think was really key. And
what was that adjustment?
The adjustment was a little bit of wrist position to get the ball to roll a little end over end to get it down the lane. So it didn't start reading in the mid lane. It got past that. It seemed to work.
Now, for the folks that are interested in ball equipment and layouts, what did you use? What equipment did you use, and how did you lay out? Because you drew your own stuff.
Yes,
so.
I do.
Okay.
Yeah. Both layouts today were extremely weak layouts on moderate aggressive balls with a really lot of polish on it.
Okay.
So gets it down the lane, and it seemed to work out well. So.
And what was your strategy for doing that? Because, I mean, we bowl in a lot of different houses. You have lots of equipment to pick from. What was it that forced you to say, okay, this is the combination I'm going to use today? What was it?
Well, I brought the regular tournament pack, which is, you know, everything from 1,000 Aberlon all the way up to 4,000 polish. I threw everything I had today. Okay. And I just picked and choose from there. But with a shorty, I know I wanted the really weak layout that I had, and that was perfect. Yeah. And I ended up using the second weakest ball on the left hand.
Is that right?
That's
interesting.
It surprised me also. Yeah. I even threw a piece of urethane today. And, you
know, you were really digging deep.
Yeah, it was a little weird, you know. Yeah. So I thought, well, I got a pretty good read with these. Let's just try to fill the frames and let chips go where they may.
And it did, man.
Yeah, it worked out.
Any particular match, whether it was qualifying or match play, that you thought was really tough, or a particular opponent that you were bowling against?
The toughest one, I think, was probably the last two. The first one was against Bob Frank. That was a good solid match. Yeah.
He said he couldn't. I think did he split? I think he said he threw a couple of splits, and he was carrying on one, and he was splitting the other, and you were just on fire.
Yeah, and then the last match
against Abed.
Yeah, between both of us, we filled every frame.
Yeah.
So that was, you know, 2-0 to 230 was.
I'm gonna tell you right now, just between you and me, Dennis jinxed you, man, because you had a 4-bagger going, and then he started talking about, should we say this about possibly throwing a 300? And as soon as you did that, you threw the 8 count, man. We all looked at it. You don't do that, man. You don't do that. You know. He said, has anybody ever thrown a 300 match? In qualifying in the year tournament? Shut up, Dennis.
Yeah, I was ecstatic to start with the front 4.
Yeah. Well, I was watching you both, and Abed, he comes every now and then. You're here all the time. Abed, he hits a lot of different tournaments and so forth, but he doesn't normally bowl in the American Masters stuff, and he had never bowled under this particular pattern because, again, we've never used it before. But he did really great today. You know, he should come out more often. But he ran into the man today.
Watch out, it wasn't easy by any stretch.
Absolutely.
You know.
We're going to take a quick break, and we'll be right back. All right, folks, we're back here with Mark Lobdell, our Scratch Division champion here at Sunny Brook Lanes with our year-end tournament. Congratulations, my friends.
There you go, Mark.
In some cases, speechless with the year that you've actually had. You know, kind of recap for everybody what it was like for you, the American Masters, tough conditions, not knowing what you're going to do with, and your performance this year. Kind of let everybody know what you're thinking.
All the year, it was just one of those good years that I had throwing the ball this year. Even in league, some of the patterns you guys put out, I had a pretty good idea how I want to hit them on the way in, and Patty, she sits back there and she's a great help too.
Yeah. That's my girl.
I ask her if hey, what do you think of this ball in this type of condition here? And she goes, oh, pretty good read or bad or get rid of that one or something. So it's a big asset,
And she's here every week too.
the last half part of the year, me and Bill, we've been crossing on the pairs and we're having conversations how to attack it, and that's a big help also. Match play is fantastic. I love it.
Yeah.
And the qualifying's the toughest part of anything. But once you get a match play, that's what you come here for. That's the fun part. So.
Well, we always put our money on you, man. We Dwight, we have to do some kind of a tournament where we bring out, all the guys that have, that won more like 5 tournament or 5 titles in a year or something like that, and just put them out there like
best of the best.
Best of the best. Just do something like that. I would just love to see how some of you guys would match up against each other. They'll put something really crazy out there and just let you guys go at it, because there's a handful of you guys that no matter what we put out there, no matter how hard we make the shot, you guys just figure it out and not so much figure it out, but you dominate it, and you're one of those, and it just amazes me when I watch you out there. No matter what we do, man, no matter what we put out there, you figure it out and you destroy it.
Some of the shots I throw amaze me too.
But anything that you want to say before we move on to the main event here?
Well, I just thank Patty and Marilyn, for supporting me, and my doubles partner Bill, so you guys for putting all these tournaments on, in the different houses and the different conditions and stuff. It's fantastic. I wish more guys would come out and check it out.
Yeah, we have to work on that one, absolutely. Yeah. But Mark, you are the epitome of the American Masters champion, man. You're a gentleman on the lanes. You never holler or scream. You're what we expect not a professional, but a quality bowler to be, and to win as many titles as you want. You've earned every single one of them, and I'm so proud to call you American Masters, my friend.
Thank you very much.
All right. Yep. Where's my beautiful assistant here? Thank you. All right, Mark, you came here to win a tournament. That's exactly what you did. I got a little first place prize fund for you.
There we go.
Okay. And then Eagles Nest, not as big as the scratch or handicap division.
Well, Bill actually let that build up for me this week.
Bill, you didn't get in it last time. Oh man, I wish I had been here. Because with the way the Eagles Nest works, folks, is that when you come to the tournament, you pay just a nominal fee to get into Eagles Nest, and if you make it through qualifying, make it through match play, and sit in this chair, you win the Eagles Nest. Right. So it is a carryover from last time because Bill didn't get in.
Thanks, Bill.
But anyway, and I'm sure you won some jackpots today and so forth.
A few.
Yeah, so not a bad day overall. And then last but not least, we have a special because this one's not like the other one. This one, this is our American Masters year-end championship plaque. Folks, Mark Lobdell, 10-time titleist, 7-time titleist this year.
Bowler of the year.
Bowler of the year. This man is the American Master. All right, folks, Mark Lobdell.
Great ball, Mark. Great year.
Folks, this is it for the season. We will see you when we see you in 3 or 4 months, I guess it'll be. Anyway, take care. I'm Preston Johnson, everybody. Bye-bye.